Hello students, welcome back to our channel. So in our previous video we have seen how to apply the theorems on the numbers which are given in the form of P by Q and how to find whether the number is having a terminating decimal expansion or a non-terminating decimal expansion. So today we are going to see few questions based on that theorem. So now our first question is 13 upon 3125. Now we have to find whether this number is having a terminating decimal expansion and a non-terminating decimal expansion. So for that, what we have to do, we have to prime factorize the denominator. So here in this question, the denominator is 3125. So we will prime factorize the denominator 3125. So here 5 6 are 30, 5 2s are 10, 5 5s are 25, 5 1s are 5, 5 2s are 10, 5 5s are 25. It is 5 2s are, 5s are, 5 5s are and 5 1s are. So here we can see 3125 is having a prime factorization 5 into 5 into 5 into 5 into 5. That means it is in the form of 2 to power m, 5 to power n. So as we can say that the number having a prime factorization 2 to power m, 5 to power n will always have a terminating decimal expansion. So here we can write it has terminating decimal expansion. Because in the previous video we have seen if the denominator is having a prime factorization having the numbers only 2 and only 5 or 2 and 5, so that numbers will always have a terminating decimal expansion. Here we can see all the prime factors are 5, so we can see that 13 upon 3125 will have a terminating decimal expansion. Now let's see the second question, 64 upon 225. So here the denominator is 255. So we can see 51, then we can say 3 1s are 3, 3 7s are and 17 1s are. So 255 is having a prime factorization 3 into 5 into 17. So here we can see that the number is not having a prime factorization of 2 and 5 form. So therefore we can say that this number will have a non-terminating because there is 3 and 17. These are extra. Always remember the number to be a terminating decimal expansion will always have a 2 and 5 in its prime factorization. Apart from 2 and 5, if some other numbers come, then that number will have non-terminating recurring decimal expansion. So it has a non-terminating recurring decimal expansion. This theorem we have seen in the previous video. If you are not clear with this theorem, so please go and watch our previous video. Fine. Let's see the third question. Now here what is given? 23 upon 2 to power 3, 5 to power 2. So here in this question the denominator is already prime factorized. Here in this question the number was given and we have to do the prime factorization. But here we can see that the denominator is having prime factorization 2 to power 3, 5 to power 2. That means the prime factor of the denominators are having 2's and 5's, all these numbers. Apart from 2 and 5 there is no other number. So here we can conclude that it has terminating decimal expansion. I hope it is clear. So here we can see the numbers are given, we prime factorize the denominator. By looking at the prime factorization we decide whether the number is having a terminating decimal expansion or a non-terminating recurring decimal expansion. Now moving ahead with the question number 4th. Here we can see that 77 upon 210. So now when we want to check this, directly don't go for the prime factorization. Always remember these questions I have directly started with the prime factorization because here this numerator and denominator, they are co-prime numbers. Co-prime numbers, that means they doesn't have any common factor. But here in this question 77 and 210, we can see that the 7 is the common prime factor. So first 7 11s are, 7 30s are. First you have to simplify it, then only you apply the theorem, because if without simplifying, if you apply the theorem, sometimes your answer may come wrong. So always remember, whenever the numerator and denominator, when they are not a co-prime number, so first you simplify it to the lowest form and then go for the theorem. So now here we have divided both the numerator and denominator by 7. So here we can see that now 11 and 30, they are co-prime. Now nothing is common between them. So now directly I can apply the prime factorization on 30. So 2 15s are 3 5 times and 5 ones are. So 30 is having a prime factorization 2 into 3 into 5. So now again we can see that here this 3 is coming. That means the denominator is not in the prime factorization, 2 to power m, 5 to power n. So as a result, it has a non-terminating recurring decimal expansion. Non-terminating recurring. 3 theorems we have learned. If the denominator is in the form of 2 to power m, 5 to power m, then it has a terminating decimal expansion. If it is not in 2 to power m, 5 to power m, it is having a non-terminating and recurring decimal expansion. And if the decimal number is given, if it is a terminating decimal number, then the denominator of that number will always be in the form of 2 to power m, 5 to power n. So I hope I have cleared these 4 questions to all of you. Now in the first question, there are total 10 questions are given. So out of that 10, I have solved these 4 questions and rest 6, I leave it up to you. You try it at home, solve it. If you don't get the answers, please mention your questions in the comment section so that in the upcoming video, I can make a video on the solution of the remaining questions. Until then, keep working hard and keep learning. Thank you.